Abusuafo onim say chama Wontumi ko piem ewo Nsawam prison no. Black Rasta e dey have a abonten the first day in prison. Ewo Nsawam prison. How a niema sitie, how a osi fam, how a okoy omusi welcome no. Black Rasta person onchire mu say okoy no akoda VIP. Prison hono no VIP. Hono akoda ache say yama no fan enye air condition yama ne fan ana bie mu nso so no yasama no DSTV TV boho Chelsea team o ka so obeto nyina obetimi ahwe Chelsea team no say Chelsea bobo obetimi ahwe o TV so no ya for Ghnsemsem make sure to subscribe to your YouTube channel no follow all social media platform. Fast forward we person yanko ne ekotie nsem a Black Rasta ebe kan for chama Wontumi ekopie mu o Nsawam o person o nkyere say chama Wontumi akopie mu o Nsawam no how o musi treat no koy no na akwakoye mekan say class prefect ono na the captain over there.
Wontumi's first day at Nsawam prison, all that happened. My brother, my sister, we have told you time and again that Wontumi will go to jail no matter what. No Obia man can save him. No witchcraft, no wizardry can save him. As we used to say in the days, he had crossed the Rubicon. And it was natural for the die to be cast as long as the Rubicon is crossed. This is Chairman Wontumi. Very arrogant guy. My brother, my sister, he came out of nothing into something, made so much money. My brother, my sister, by the age of 24, he said he already owned 2 huge story buildings in Kumasi. He was sentenced to 20 years in prison yesterday, and he was shocked. Even though NPP idiots are going round, my brother, my sister, saying that it had already come out that he was going to be sentenced to 20 years in prison. My brother, my sister, he was visibly shocked at the time that the judge, Justice Audrey Kokuvi Tay, pronounced judgment on him. He looked left, then he looked right, and he wished the ground could open and swallow him into oblivion. But no, realism was a plaster on his forehead like the sign of Cain. My brother, my sister, this is Chairman Wontumi. Now, after the pronouncement, his lawyers walked out with their tails in between their legs. They have tried all kinds of legal tricks to be able to slow down the momentum of the trial. But the sitting judge stood her grounds and said no to any tarriness. My brother, my sister, he was driven all the way to Nsawam. And when he landed right there at Nsawam, he looked around, pinched himself several times, and told himself that what? He couldn't believe this. A man who is used to luxury, a man who has seen money, a man who has stolen from the state, a man who has destroyed the flora and fauna of the state selfishly for his own comfort, right now had entered into the wide gates of Nsawam prison. My brother, my sister, when he walked in there, they moved him straight to his cell. He was not supposed to go there with any big bag. He was only going in there with a Ghana must go. That is what is allowed. And when he went in there, this was what happened exactly when he got in there. He arrived around 5:45 p.m., 5:45. And when the gates were opened, he walked in there. And other prisoners were already in the yard. They started mentioning his name. That was when he saw the other side of reality. Come here. Watch this. Now, Chairman Wontumi having gone in there, they took him straight to what many people will call the VIP section. But the name is the Diagnostic Center. He went in there. Now, what is in there is different from the rest of the cells. Here, there is a fan, no air conditioning. But there is also a TV set connected to DSTV that you could watch Chelsea that you wanted to buy a few years back. You had the chance to watch animals in the wild like Pastor Mensa Otterville would. My brother, my sister, and his bed was a student-sized bed. The mattress was thin like this, as if 2 mosquitoes were going to sleep on that. With his heavy weight and huge body, oh my God, when he was pointed to the banged bed that this was going to be his bed, he went on his knees immediately and started to pray. My brother, my sister, tears welled his eyes, and he could be heard by officers say, "Oh, Irade, if this is my new home, give me the strength to be able to stay here." And tears welled up his eyes. Water started to come down. Chairman Wontumi was visibly shattered beyond comparison. My brother, my sister, his Ghana must go was on one side of the thing. Now, this diagnostic center can take up to about 50 people. It's bank beds like student halls. He got in there, and it went all the way to 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Everyone was going to bed. Chairman Wontumi couldn't sleep. He turned his body left and right. He got up and prayed all the way to about 10 p.m. He tried to go back to bed again. Sleep eluded him. My brother, my sister, he tried to look through the window, but he could only look into the yard. And he realized that the whole place was very quiet, except a few crickets that made a lot of noise around, coupled with the guttural voices, the basic voices of a few toads. Chairman Wontumi shed more tears. He couldn't sleep the whole night. He was coughing. Chairman Wontumi, my brother, my sister, saw reality. He prayed and prayed and prayed. But that was just the first day. He has 19 years more and 364 1/4 days to go, if he's to go by all 20 years. We know that it's not up to that when we are dealing with the prison system. Early this morning, and this is where the news is. Dash it away and come here. Now, Chairman Wontumi, early this morning, started to complain that he was ill, very sick, and was shivering. They took him to the infirmary. That's another name for a clinic right there inside the Nsawam prison. And then he told the doctor that he was diabetic. "I am diabetic. I am sick. I swear, if you leave me here, I'll die." Chairman Wontumi says he's diabetic. And if he's left in there for another 1 week, he would die in there. So they moved him from the diagnostic center all the way into the infirmary. I am a man of those years. Let me take you through exactly what the diagnostic center is. And you get to know exactly what it is. Run the dossier and watch this. The Correctional Diagnostic Center at the Nsawam Medium Security Prison is a specialized assessment unit established with support from the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime.